Let's see.
Morning.
Good morning, Donnell. I see CRKN is up this morning. Up 31%, what, 218-ish. It's the lowest float moving right now. But I think I found a new favorite for me though, that I'm gonna be building a position out in, a longer term position, not really a right now trade, but yeah, I like the one HE. I like that one. Oops, and let me make sure this camera is correct. This thing's all the way off to the side. Hmm. I be moving things. But yeah, HE is definitely my favorite going for a longer term play. Today we'll see what the low floats do. And HE pays out a dividend. Now let's just look into HE right quick before we get the whole day started. So HEI, or it's called HEI, but it was up here at about $40 per share, right? This is the Hawaiian Electric Industries, and they took quite a bit of a drop, a beat down, due to the Hawaiian fires. But you remember another company that took a beat down like this, which was PG&E Energy, I believe, in California when they had their wildfires. Let's go check them out. PG Pacific, what was it? Pacific something. Hold up, let me look it up. It's called PG&E Energy or something like that. There it is, PG&E. So this one also came down during those California wildfires. Let me see, where is it? But I don't know if this one pays dividends. It's a utilities and it's regulated electric. Came down in Oakland, California, and this one's been down for quite a bit. So I was gonna give HEI a little bit of time as well to kind of figure out what it wants to do. But I do like these price ranges just to pick some up. And let me see if PG&E was paying out a dividend as a utilities company, or PCG, Pacific Gas. And that may not be the right thing. All right, here. Where are they paying out a dividend? Oh, their last dividend was in 2017. So I wonder, will HEI cut their dividend as well? Because they're paying some pretty good dividends here. They're paying like 30. Let's see, what was the highest dividend they paid out? 40, 45. So about almost 50 cents per share on that dividend. I want to give HE a little bit of time, but I'm definitely going to be watching it because HE, we go over there to their dividend, Hawaiian Electric Industries. They're paying out some pretty consistent dividends as well. I believe this company was founded in like, let's see, HE profile. Okay. This company was founded in 1891 and it's been going strong until these wildfires. So I'm definitely going to keep that on a watch list, especially a dividend watch list, just to see what it wants to do down here. I mean, things down to $13 right now. So I'm like, hey, give it a little bit of time and then start building out a position and see if it can fill some of these gaps. On TOS, we can see this gap down here was the beginning of the fires. It came all the way down here. What, a $10 drop right there. And then another short gap here down to 12s. So I'm just going to be watching this one. and kind of see what it wants to do as well. I really like that, but we'll see. They said they're not doing any kind of restructuring, so that's a good thing of their company at least, which means they probably are expecting to be back, in a working order. Maybe not a totally normal working order, but at least, at least 60% maybe, right? So I'm just going to keep watching it and definitely be looking. If it goes under 10, I'm really going to like it, but we'll see. It stopped right at $10 last time. And I'll probably set an alert out here. Create an alert on the $10 if it wants to come down that low. But that'll be in the future. We'll see. Oil came down slightly under the 80s. Has a little bottom, well, not really a bottom, but it had a previous definite top there at the 77s. And I just want to see it play above this level and get back over the 80s. And there's also news about Hawaiian Electric out here on oil. So everybody sees that, but I'm definitely going to stay away from HE until everybody kind of forgets about it. Right now, it's got a little bit of volume on it. What, 4 million shares on it? I'll wait. I will wait on that one. Anyway, CRKN is at $2.18. Where would be a spot for it to bounce? It's got the 187s. Let me see. Previous top was right here at the right at the $2. That's on the hour chart. Then down to the 187. The news on CRKN, I think they did a reverse split. This is another one of those reverse split stocks. Sometimes they go crazy, sometimes they don't, but they did a 1-for-60 reverse split on the 14th, and it's the 18th, so 4 days ago, and it's back on the news. So we saw it come up here on TOS, came up here to 250s just about, and has receded back into these levels of the 166, and now this morning back up to the 217. So right up in here somewhere. I guess the breakup would be above the 225s. Could be. Let me look back and see what that 225 could entail. Yeah. Thinking if it holds over to, it'll be interesting. What's up, Jimmy? Or I always say Jimmy. What's up, Jim? So we're looking at I was looking at two stocks this morning. One is HE, and I'm looking at that one for a longer term play, looking for it to come down and retest the 10s. And then I'm looking at CRKN up here. It was a recent reverse split, and sometimes those reverse splits can kind of go crazy. So I'm keeping that one on watch as well. It is 5 million shares traded, very low float. And let's actually go and verify that float real quick. Oh, wrong thing. CRKN. Statistics. So the float is below, what, 48 million in the float. I really expected that float to be a lot lower than that. Is this the right, wait. Is this the right ticker? Yeah, it is. Cronin Electrokinetics. But it did the reverse split, which lowered this float. So if the float was 48.05 million, and let me see when this was updated. Close of August. I want to know when their float was updated. CRZN, because that would be a much lower float now. float. See out here it says 1.45 million. So definitely a decrease in that float on the 1 for 60 split, which could get quite volatile today. Let me look over here. CRKN. Crown Electronics. And this one has a public float of 1.69. CRKN. Has a shelf registration from the 1st of this month. So it's got a lot of factors that could be fear factors and kind of like go factors. But this looks like something that you would need to be quick on. CRKN. Float of, see, this one still says 78 whatever. It's way lower than that. Okay, so very low float. Kind of see what it wants to do on the open. Looking for that to hold up that 2. That'll be great. The hour chart, this last previous hour was the 204s. They got tested of 28%. Looking at the rest of the things on the scanner, we got FTCH. Farfetch delivers a very disappointing Q2 on weakness in the US. Let me pull this up. Okay. Let's see. Beginning news. Farfetch. Stock downgraded to neutral by JP Morgan to $6. Well, it's under 6 now, so I guess they're right. SOXL. Doesn't really have any news on today. SOXS. Bearish on the semiconductor following AMD earnings. Okay. Let me look at what those two do. SOXL. Oh, okay. This is a Direction Funds. Okay. And then SOXL. Oh no, SOXS. So both of those are the same, pretty much the same type of funds. Do they pay dividends though? Ugh. Those dividends are nasty. 3 cents per share? No. SOXS. Okay, this one pays a little bit higher dividend and is cheaper than SOXL. But that credit history, it only started paying dividends in 2018, 19, 20. Looks like it was quarterly. Yeah, it looks like it's a quarterly dividend. I got dividends doing better than that. I'm okay with that. Okay, so we got about 15 minutes to the bell. I'm thinking the top watch is going to be this CRKN. Interesting level for me. 186 looks good, but this thing is a reverse split stock, so it may not give a pullback like that. I might get in right at the $2 and see where it goes. It's only 12 cents away from that as well. So we'll see. But I'm also looking at this previous. So we had a little bit of gap on the 15-minute from this 185 up here to the 190. I want to see how it holds up those 190s. If it comes down there. Only up 26%, but I don't see anything really challenging it as of yet. So this is the one I'll be watching. Plenty of volume. I don't see the relative volume changing just yet. It'll probably calculate after the open.
Don't see anything at this time for day trading small caps.
And the resistance, looking at here on the hour chart, resistance looking like it's right above that 229 level. I'll be very interested to see it try to make its way through that 229 level. Very interesting. Let's look on the level 2s here. It's like we got a 50,000 share position, or just about a 50,000 share position at the 210s. Wonder will that get snapped through at the open? But either way it goes, it's going to be pretty low risk down here to the 190s. Really don't want to see it too much lower than that, because it'll probably be under 20%. Doesn't have far to lose its gains on the day either. So the body of this previous candle was a $2 exactly. I'm really interested to see how it holds that too, though. Right at the body of that candle. And it's got a little bit of buying pressure from the 2 down here to the 187s. And then if we look back, it's got a little bit of, see, it's just got some action in that level, you know? And that's what I'm looking at. So the top side will be 250 on this one to break, if it can. 10 minutes left. Other things that I want to kind of take into consideration. I do see a couple of times where it's popped like this and just giving back. So this will probably be a little quick one. But this was down here when it was at cheaper prices and probably without that catalyst. So let me look back. Catalyst 2022. Yeah. So it has a little bit of reputation of giving back, but it's okay. I think it will be just fine. I'm gonna take starter positions, smaller positions coming into that $2 and kind of see what it wants to do. Only 10 cents away from the $2. And we've seen reverse splits go up in the past. That's why I want to just give it a small try, if anything, and see how it holds at $2. Give it the first couple of minutes though, so I don't get a huge like candle and end up in a very bad position. Unless that huge candle dips down into this range of the $2, then I add in there. But if it's just right here, out of the open, I'm just gonna wait. $2.05 is where I want to start any entries. 2.15s. The SPY, it's like it did come on down through that 440 level and grind it all the way down here to the 433s. Six minutes left. $2.10 has a 37,000 share position there. Very close. And then 202 has a 30,000 there as well. So let's see what gets tested. The first one, I mean, if it doesn't come below 2.10s, that's just means there's just a bunch of buyers on this thing. It's only 4 cents away too. That would not be a hard drop. All right, let's see what she's got. Three minutes left. Trying to get through that 210, that first 40,000 shares there sitting there. Okay. Less than 2 minutes. Can we get a dip down to that or close to that 2? What's up, Reliable? All right, less than a minute to go. And I'm looking at these levels under or right at $2, looking for it to hold up the 190s. But we'll see what this 210 break does. Will it be a big break? What kind of break will the 210 give? Be just a little bitty break for a fake short, or what? If it's a little bitty break, I might go ahead and try to take it. Or it might just want to go straight up like it's doing now. All right, there is the open. Let's see if we can get a 210 attack. Oh, no. Don't do it. Come down. You got a bottom right here at 214. Get that nice slam. Well, going on up to the first level. Did not give a proper test downwards. We'll see what it wants to do back towards this level. Hit a high here of the 225s, which is kind of where we were looking at first. And now finding a little bit of resistance. Let's see a 210 test. Okay, 216s. Right above that 210 level. Just not giving it up. NEPT is another one that is up, but it's a lower price one, NEPT. up 111%. But I was looking for a CRKN to kind of, wow. Still has not given that 210 test. Getting very poppy in here. It did touch the resistance level we had up here. Right at that 229 level, this previous level that was tested. So now that it's touched that, we got to kind of give it a little bit of time. It is a little poppy here. But NEPT also grinding higher as well. Don't know if it had any news or anything. I just looking at my little penny stocks list and seeing it try to get up there. So now we can kind of see on the hour chart. All right, coming on down. So that one kind of losing itself. You said BTI. I think that's isn't that an energy play or something like that? Reliable. Have you looked into HE? 31.85. Nice. This thing has still not tested these levels down here. Tobacco, yeah. HE is the Hawaiian energy. You know, Hawaii, during this time that it's been on fire, Hawaiian energy is their utilities company, their main utilities company. And it has dropped. Let me go to HE. It has dropped from $40 all the way down here to $13. And it pays a dividend. Now, I don't know if it's going to replicate PG&E, which was the Pacific Gas and Oil Company or something like that in California. Remember when the Californian fires came out? If it replicates that, then they may end up cutting the dividend for more growth. But they said that they're not trying to restructure their business in any way. So I don't know which way they want to go with the HE or which way they want to go with their stock, even though it has dropped from $40 down to like $12. Looking on the daily chart out here, on CRKN, it's right at this top level. Kind of found another level of resistance. I want to see if it can come down, but it looks strong. Looks like too many buyers are coming in at that 225 level.
I got it on watch. I'm wait for strength.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing too for HE. I want to see it settle out like PG&E did, or PCG is the actual ticker for it. I keep saying P's, the name of the company. It's right here, Pacific Gas and Electric Company. We have not gotten to any of those test spots, so.
I live stream Monday, WED, Friday from 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. CST.
I want to see if it actually starts to respect this trend, or is it going to just blow through it? It's got this trend right here at the 230s. Continues to find just little bits and pieces of resistance, but VWAP is at the 222s. It is above VWAP, so maybe people will get excited and go ahead and blow it through. But I wanted to see that test of 210, and we did not get that. Will it get back under the 225s is the question. Nope. Looks like it wants to press. Well, there's 225, 220. Yeah, this thing is poppy. 10 million shares traded on it. Back under the 225s again.
What you should keep on watch is GM 4 consecutive quarters of monster EPS, 1.50 to 2.25, only $33 is insane.
All right, so we're back under the 225s. Kind of gave it time to kind of give me the test, but the bottom of this red candle here, back under that, is going to be kind of bearish. May have to give it some consolidation time here.
People were bragging about Walmart earnings yesterday when GM outperforms their EPS at a fifth of the stock price.
Looking like looks like CRKN continue to try to hold that 225 level. $225s on the tape, a whole bunch of them. Then immediate slam. So it's sort of respecting this trend line, but looking like it's getting aggressive towards that trend. The top side right over 230s. Okay, got through a little bit. Immediately popping back down 4 cents over the 230s. So we can move that trend a little bit. Continue to push 230s. It's right at the bodies of these previous candles here. Will it hold up the 230s? Tried to break the previous bodies there at 234. Almost the first 15-minute candle coming to a close in about 4 minutes. Any PT up to 125%. Now we're seeing those 230s kind of break back down. Any PT. I also see ADTX. It's a low, it's a very high, it's a higher price, but it's a low float. ADTX up 5,000 something percent. Moved from 16 up to 22s. Very low volume there, but we're watching all of them. Looking for more volume to come in here to ADTX. Let me look at the news for ADTX. They had a press let's see. They did a 1 for 40 reverse stock split. So we got another reverse stock split. Let me see if NEPT did a reverse. NEPT, nope. No, actually their sales are down year over year on NEPT. You can go over and look at ADTX. What does your daily chart look like? Looks monstrous. That's what it looks like. Over here, it had a top up here of what, 28? It did that 1 for 40 reverse split. Let's see. PWM. Let's look at the daily chart real quick. PWM. Only thing I would like for these types, if I'm gonna take it for a longer run, I'd like to see a little bit more time on this one. What's it been open? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32. Maybe a month on this one. Maybe a month. And it's coming down and filling this little gap down here of the 554s. So maybe interesting at that $5, you know. What was PWM? What did they do again? Let me see.
Agreed. Just saying the margins they have for a new IPO is rare.
They have 6 employees. They're into asset management. They are based out of Hong Kong. Wait, is this the right PMW? Yeah, they're based out of Hong Kong. Prestige Wealth, through its subsidiaries, provides wealth management and asset management services. The company assists its clients in identifying and purchasing wealth management and asset management products. The company offers.
Check out our Discord. No paywall. Free to join. https://discord.gg/8b2fjutwpe.
The company offers its services primarily for high net worth and ultra high net worth individuals in Asia, primarily in mainland China or Hong Kong. The company was founded in 2017 and is based in central Hong Kong. Prestige Wealth Inc. operates as a subsidiary to Prestige Financial Holdings Group Limited. Okay, so now we're getting the dip down. CRKN coming on down, but now I don't know if I trust this first level here of the 210s. A lot of shorts have already gotten on. We can see this kind of downtrendish type movement here. ADTX coming on back down as well. But CRKN still holding a top volume mover spot with 16 million shares traded, getting back down there very quickly. And so yeah, this momentum I'm gonna have to see it come into some levels, maybe like the $2 or something, test the 2 or 190 before I even think about doing anything with this one. It's only up 30%, and we have a 5,000% mover, and we have a 130% mover that is a 31 cents ticker. So let me look at the new. Let me look deeper into the news on NEPT. NEPT. Okay, Neptune Wellness on the 17th. Signs term sheet providing option to exchange Sprout Organics debt.
Hi.
What's up, Lori? We're looking through all of these top gainers for today. Kind of looking for levels to trade on, and let's see where they're trying to go. CRKN tested this top level, the body of this previous candle. Now let's see it try to test the body. So this exploding candle could be interesting. The body of it at the 203s could possibly give a bounce. But just kind of waiting to see what's going to be going on with that after this sell-off. Looking at NEPT though on TOS, we had a gap that it dropped from 40 cents all the way down here to 25 cents. And it has gapped into this and trading around this with a top side of 40 cents of the top side of the gap and then a bottom side of 25 cents. So kind of met the middle of this at 31 cents. So yeah, CRKN kind of getting pushed back into the dirt. ADTX took a pop off of VWAP there at the 2165, back up to the 2243s. So this is the second time this one's tested down. Did not quite get to the 210s. But this is only a 15-minute look. Looking at the hour chart, we can see about 236 all the way back down here to 219. So about a 20-cent sell-off back towards the 210s. ADTX is looking like something that's got a lot of range on the day, moving from 17 up here to 24s. It may be the focus, but looking at the volume right now, it just I don't really know. It's barely got 1 million shares traded. Very high range with low volume. Can it even get 1 million shares traded on it? Slamming down there. Big slams of the $20. Previous high was $20. So this right here, right at the 20, popping and dropping. Okay, CRKN down to that first level that we had looked at, but with this hour chart set up like this, definitely going to be waiting a little bit to see how it does around this 210 level. There was like a 30,000 share position, which is why I put that there to see what kind of test was there. And then we have the 202s, we have the 190s down here. So right now looking very, very bearish on the day.
NVAX keep it on watch. Nice neckline test of 7.25.
Donnell called in FNKO and Reliable called in NVAX. So definitely quite a bit of a dip down there on that one. MPT, which one was I going to? Oh, NVAX. Big moves out of there. We had a bottom. What's this bottom? $6, holding up the 7, making a higher low there. And now pushing, has a top side of what? The 763 is about 20 cents there. And then FNKO was another one that Donnell called out. Is it halted? It may be into a halt. Or maybe it's not in a halt. I don't know, but just getting started. It's up 10%, 11%, but can it compete with ADTX doing these huge pops off of 20. And CRKN coming back up here above the 210s. Still don't trust that level though. Breakdown of 204 would be the next. I got to see this candle close. This candle closes in 8 minutes. I want to see what it does above this 205 level. Too much downwards momentum to just be buying back in there, because this would be a very, very odd thing for this thing to pop back up right now. NEP breaking on down. ADTX back over VWAP again. Big pops from the 20 up to the 22s. Looking like it's trying to get back green. Over the 23s, it'll be back green. Yep, there's 23. So this one's definitely going to have to fail before anything else moves. Can it hold over 23s is the question. It's looking like it can. 23s, 23.75s. Kind of playing with the emotions there. Big, what's this spread? 22.66 up to 23, so a 40-cent spread right now. Almost to 1 million shares traded as well. Continues to test that 22 or 23. A lot of back and forth motion there. 6 minutes until this candle closes. I see WHLR is another one that's up 1,000%. WHLR. What's the news on this? This is another reverse split. Yep, another 1 for 10 reverse split stock. So the news on today is reverse splits. But we see who's winning on the day. ADTX is looking like it's actually winning. But definitely, for the most part, the things that are up are reverse splitting. Still about a 20, well, it was a 20-cent spread there. 30-cent spread now. Looking like it's going to be trying to take the trip above 23s here. Continues to play the heartstrings right under the 23. $23 crack. Woo, that was a big move out of there. Gee whiz. Yeah. That's crazy. Look at that spread. That's an 80-cent spread, yo. What in the world? Be careful. Use limit orders if you're gonna trade this one, because that spread ain't playing. 80 cents in a second. That means we take a bruh. That's dangerous. Down a 20-cent spread there. just now making it a little bit over 1 million shares traded. Top side is a 24.38. Now the spread is over $1. That's a big spread right there. Okay, up 6,000%. So I'm thinking some of the volume will leave some of these other ones and come over to ADTX. It is the most obvious one right now. That breakout was from 24.33 all the way up to 25.80. Insane breaks. Let's see if anything else is popping up. Nope. That's about it. So definitely gave the first 30 minutes of the market to kind of see where things were going to sit. CRKN right back to the 210 level. Big pull down there. Thought it was going to be the one on the day with that reverse split news, but it got beat out big time by ADTX. WHLR popping from 420 back up to the 460s. This one's got a big range as well, but I don't even know if it'll get to a million.
Trying this neckline break on NVAX for a potential swing?
Let me see. NVAX, the break of the neckline. NVAX.
Hard stop under 7.
So I'm looking out here on the daily chart. Let's see, let me zoom in a little bit. Okay, so it's been holding this bottom for a while now. 5, and then it made the higher low at the 650-ish level. So your risk could be maybe 650. It looked like it had news on the 17th as well. It says Moderna says updated COVID vaccine effective against widely circulating Iris variant. Iris. I think I'm saying the right Iris variant. Okay. And so what you'll be looking for is this thing to get back up to the next consolidation at $8 and start to hold that 8 from this 746. So this is about a 50 cent move back up there. And then it also had a gap back here that it played within from the 781s up here to the 884s. It filled it going down, filled it going up, filled it going down again. So in this little area could be a good spot to look for this gap to be filled up to the 840s, 850s. Again, because it's done this pattern in this gap multiple times. CRKN down to 202s. So it tested that first level of that I was looking at, that 210, and now it's down here to the 202s. And this was the body of this previous candle right here on the 202s. Only up 22%. If it drops any lower, it's probably going to be below. It's probably going to be below. What am I trying to say? Hey, it's not going to really be a high percent gainer. It's giving back too much. NEP coming back up as well. See, it's got too much competition. When people come out here and look, they're going to be like, man, this thing's up 41%. This thing's up 20 something percent. And this thing's red on the day. What would you choose, right? ADTX coming on down. Or possibly coming on down with those pops. We don't really know. Another one that we had talked about earlier was IDAI. It's up a little bit. It's kind of grinded up today. Retested this 322-ish level. It's still grinding higher. I don't know if you made a play on IDAI, Rooster, but I just saw it on the scans and I was like, oh, that's interesting. Net with the hard pull downs. CRKN continuing to give up the ghost. Well away from the trend. So ADTX big drops again from the 25.72 down here to the 23.92s. MVAX got up there to the 755s and now pulling back a little bit. FNKO hovering the $6, but still with such low volume, I don't know if it can. I don't know what it's trying to do. CRKN all the way, so it made its way through 3 of the levels that we had put out for it. Coming back towards the 190s, 190-ish level. Let's see if it can break down the 190s. Let me look at the daily chart on this one too. What is this? CRKN. Over on TOS, if we zoom in, we can see that it hit this level here. 220s came down, failed. It's got a 170, 180-ish level that could be a bounce spot, but really giving back a lot of gains on this one on the day. And now kind of trying to hold the 190s. Okay, let's see what everything else is doing. MVAX coming on down there back towards the 735s. IDAI, ADTX, everything kind of looking downwards. Let's look what the SPY is doing. SPY kind of sitting sideways. Interesting. ADTX, the range seems to be getting a little bit tight. Well, no, that's still a 50-cent range. Never mind. 2005, 2405 up to 2480s. Never mind. That thing still got huge range. I bet that chopped some people up today. CRKN down here about to test the 190s.
I added to the swing 7.36 fill NVAX.
Added to the swing. Nice. Let's see. 736. Yeah. I don't know. Today is all these big movers, they have so much range. It's crazy. You may get a bad feel on a limit order.
Nothing to brag about, probably not the bottom, lol, just an ad.
Yeah. BTI continued up as well. Broke over this previous little top, pre-market top. And holding above the 32s, up 15 cents. And CRKN looking real dangerous on this one. There's the break of the 93s. What is that 190 gonna look like?
Check out our Discord. No paywall. Free to join. https://discord.gg/8b2fjutwpe I had 2 fills on BTI yesterday.
Yeah, today is one of those days. Definitely a choppier day. 190s, just finished getting hit down here. Was this 192? I could just put a stop at 190. That'll be a 5-cent risk, but I want to see this candle close. And I also want to see what ADTX is
I
going to
live
do.
stream Monday, Wed, Friday from 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. CST.
Because if ADTX continues to rip, now I'm surprised ADTX did not go into any kind of halts with that range. But, you know, it was a higher price, opened up well above 20 bucks. It's looking for a harder 190 test here, but maybe it's not going to give it. Kind of slowed down on the volume as well. So ADTX didn't even get 2 million shares traded. It's coming on down on their reverse split news. CRKN trying to hold around the 2. So it tested the body of this candle here at 201. But yeah, I want to see this candle close. We got 15 minutes, or not 15 minutes, what? A couple minutes before this 15-minute candle closes. Tried to test the 190s there. NVAX getting bought over that 336. ADTX breaking back towards the $23. VWAP is at the 2303s. Huge range to the downside.
Make sure to hit the like button and subscribe if you enjoy the content and want to see more.
Five minutes left on this 15-minute candle. WHLR just isn't doing anything. No kind of volume, so not too worried about that one. FNKO continues to grind higher. Only up 10%. IDAI gave back all of those gains from 350s all the way back down here to the 313s. CRKN retesting the 190s. FTCH continuing to take the day though on volume. 41 million shares traded, down 35%. This one had a little bit of a bounce back up. It was down even more than this, but bounced from the 271 It's not looking great. SQQ, TQQ is getting some volume as well. Tesla is also moving upward. And CRKN kind of moving on down the top volume movers list. Moving on down. So now it's only up 15%. And we know that there are things that are definitely challenging this thing way more than it's probably going to be able to compete with. Coming on down to the 190s here. So it crossed all three of these levels that we saw earlier. Twos, all of these levels that we had marked up. And now it's all the way down here to the 190. It'll be closing this candle in 2 minutes. So with this percent gainer, I don't know if I'm going to be able to take this trade with confidence. Yeah, I'm definitely not going to be able to take that trade with confidence. Especially with the 6,000% mover up here. With the same news. ADTX. Oh, that float must be really low. No float to be spoken of on ADTX. Wow. 0.15 million on the float according to FinViz. This one says 0.55, so there's some inconsistencies in their story here. Yeah. So some say like under a million, some say like 6. I don't know. A lot of inconsistencies there. CRKN, could I risk off? I don't know. And then it's red on the day too. Get caught in another flush. Plus it's got 15 minutes to the close of the next candle. Let me see. NVAX did come back below the 3 or the 734s. So this one is 4% or 4% away from being back over 20%. But I don't know if it can get there. Even with 21 million shares traded on the day. Because I really think FNKO or something else is going to do something crazy during the day. It's just going to take all of the juice away from everything. So this low here was the low of 190. It's currently at 192. Small little pop down there at 190. Was a spot that I was looking at, but is it worth it? Could I risk 2 cents here for a possible test back up? Is it worth it is the question. Will it break down here? Then 193s is the top. I'm going to go ahead and try it. See if I can get a small pop out of this. And just risk very small. 2 cents. Well, missed it. 94.
Not worth it.
Not worth it. 3 cent risk.
Not today.
I don't know, man. 3 cent risk though. Hmm. Man. You know what? I'm gonna let this candle close. I'm not gonna do it. I'm gonna let this candle close. I'm looking at the hour candle. I'm like, man, this thing's big red. It could still bump down like a couple cents. So I'm just gonna chill. Just gonna chill. I'm gonna chill. I'm gonna chill. Then this one's bouncing back up as well. IDAI continuing downwards as well has gone red on the day. Not too interested in that. NVAX still doing its thing there. ADTX kind of losing a little bit of volume. The first candle had 379,000. It never did even reach 1,000,000 shares on a candle. CRKN continuing down. Continuing down, man. I was looking at this red candle. I was like, if it could just hold 190. Oh my gosh. If it could just hold 190, bro. But now it's testing 190 exactly. The bottom of this was 187. And now only up 14%. NEPT grinding down as well. 190 level. Continue to just grind down. The bottom of this previous green candle was 186. 186. And it's only 3 cents away from 186. Yeah, this is quite a bit of a downtrend. FNKO starting to pick up. Back up to 10%. Has a top up here of 623s. Oil is back up to 80 flat. I think next week I'm gonna be adding to my INDO position again. I just been adding little bits and pieces to that play. CRKN right down here to the 86, 186s. Still dying. So definitely got back into previous consolidation and is finding a lot of resistance. Let's go look at the daily chart for this one. So almost to this 180 level that was here on the daily chart. All right, so 190 has definitely been tested now. Hard tested. And 186 was the previous bottom on this big exploding candle. So I'm 80TX coming on down. I want to do it so bad to get in back over the 190, but I'm like, what's the chances that it rips 7% back into the what is this? SLNG, no news, I don't care. This thing closes in 7 minutes. And I'm just sitting here like, should I buy this low? Will it give any type of reprieve coming into these consolidation levels that we had marked up from the beginning? I don't know. Because at this point, all of this could be resistance. The 198, which is only 10 cents away. And then this little consolidation in here.
New.
Lori said, no. 80TX, SRM. Right here on this 186, man. Oh my goodness, man. And 80TX finally broke down that other one. About 8 cents away. $87. I'm gonna play it small. That's what I'm gonna do. That's what I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna get in there. 25 shares at that 190 level. Nothing big, nothing crazy. Want to see if it can hold up this 187. I'm just looking at the daily chart. I'm like, I give you a chance.
New.
It's a small position. 25 bucks. 25 bucks says that it will hold this one what is this? 180. 3 minutes left on this candle. I'm just looking out here on the daily chart and I'm like, bruh, 180 is right here. This is an 8-cent risk. Slowing down a little bit in here. 1 minute left to the close of this 15-minute candle. 80TX back on down. It's got news. It's a reverse split, just like the other one, 80TX. Bottom was the bottom of this one, basically, 86. And now it's opening higher. So I'm wondering, can it hold that 86 level? Is my question. At the 90s right now. With the 8-cent risk. Just like, I think it can get over 91. So I have 50 shares now of CRKN. If it goes below 186, I'll just be out. Sell. 180, my bad. So my stop loss is in there. $5. Does it actually want to get down to those 180s and get past this bottom on this previous candle? Bottom of this previous candle is a low of 186. 186. Trying to get down there to me. $85. Okay, getting a little pop back up there. Only 4 cents away from the stop. 85's back up there. May add into this buying pressure at a limit of 85. My whole thing was, hey, can you hold the 80s, the 180s? Can you do that for me? 3 cents away. Right into this previous indecision right there. Trying to get that push down through there. Can we see some 83s roll back on? There's 883. A2s. '83s again. '84. I added a little bit there. 25 in. Again, putting my stop at the 180 for those shares. Can we see some more 83s? Small push down. Where those 82s at? Stop or no? We just break straight through the 180s or what? You see some 82s back on there. '82s briefly. Okay, so this is the indecision level that I was looking at. Adding a little bit there. 82. Okay, so I got 100 shares. No, I don't, not yet. Because 179 was where I was looking like, hey, let's go ahead and get out of here. 120. And some around this 83. What I'm looking at is this daily chart here, and I'm just adding in little bits and pieces with the stop at that 70, at that 80 break, I mean. Got 145. It's right at this indecision. Looking for more 82s. There's an 82. More 82s coming through. $80 back on the bid. More 81s. Three minutes left on this candle. So holding up those 180s a little bit. Add it there a little bit at 82. 170 in now. 195 for the stop of 178 break. What is my, why is it not calculating my cost per share yet? I don't see it. Oh well. I'm looking for more 82s. Some 82s right there. 83s rather. Buy a little bit down here, 82, 83-ish level, 220 in. Holding up those 180s. Oh, took my stop off, my fault. 220 in. Got my stop back in, looking for more 80s. About to close this candle. Tried to add there, did not get that add. Got the add there, 246. Bringing my 321 shares in. Very tight above the 1 or whatever this is. All right, resetting 446 for the 180 breakdown. Sell that stop. Wait, what is it? Okay, getting on up there. Why is it putting 2 in? Okay, cancel those orders. Sell. And now let me try to get some more limits out. 82. Added a little bit more. Looking for it to just hold those 80s. So I got 500 shares in there, and I will sell under the 180s. Sell. All right, so what you gonna do? Right back in this consolidation, looking for this thing to get over the 185s. Anything below, I'll just be out. This bottom here was the low of the 180. Can we see 182s? There's a couple of them. Try to pick up some more. If it stays above the 180, that is. Right now on TOS, it's literally meeting this line right here, meeting this previous bar right here, 180. 183 is coming back into play. Can we see a sign of green out here? In these streets. Maybe not. Maybe so. See 82s, not seeing any 83s. I'm seeing stuff close to 83, but not really. Want to see something go on the tape though. I don't see anything going across on the tape. All right, make it stopped out here. There was a lot of 81s coming through, but they were not above or below the ask. I don't know if I'm gonna get stopped here. Got my stop in though. Very small risk. Can we see those 82s? Any 82s? Another try for the downside. See 82s coming back on. No 82. So taking a while may go ahead and stop me out. There's a 82, 182, but we need a lot of them. 22 million shares traded on this one. Back into this indecision that is kind of taking a pause break on. Wow. Well, holding here for a little bit. There's some 83s coming in there. Got a little ad in there. Double ad. Seeing if they can hold these 83s. We got 600 shares at 84, 625, 650. Oh, give me one more fill. Okay. All right, so now the low of this is 180. So I'm gonna move my stop up to 180. I don't really know my it won't give me my true position here. I haven't seen it. But yeah, under this I will be out. Getting a little bit of green there. Don't take off without me. Trying to catch some more. Okay. Almost 700. Okay, 700 shares in now at the 185. Should be pretty close to my pre-calculated point. Cancel. Stop. Got 740 right now. And a sale out there. Don't know. It still hasn't given me my unrealized or whatever gains on the day. It's 84s. More and more 84s coming in. 85s. Cannot get any fills here. So they're taking it. But yeah, it's holding over this 180 mark. They got one fill there. And can I get 10 more at 85? Okay. 800 shares in. Looking for this thing to hold up the 80s. If possible. All right. So I got my shares in there, 800 shares. Look, and again, I still don't know how much I'm up. It says 42% on the day, but still don't see any unrealized. Still looking for some more at these 80s. Fives. Throwing out some orders here. Got 810 right now. 825s, 830s, 840, 850. Throwing out limits at 86. Looking for a move back up to the 190s. 900 shares in. Move my stop. 905. So stop right back at the 180s here. Looking at TOS, this is what I'm looking at. It did hold this level of the 180. I'm looking for it to continue to hold there. Looking for some more at the 80s, 84s. So one flip in the wrong direction back across 80 and I'm out.
$1.80 is neckline and 3/4 quarter sup still.
$183s. Okay, 184 opened a little higher. See if it can hold above the 180s now. It's a previous indecision of this 183, and we'll see what the true decision is here in a second.
Do your thing, don't let me influence your trade. Just think 1.80 is possible support.
Adding a little bit as it comes back up to the 84s. My average price must be 84, because every time it shows 84, I'm getting green. No more ads. I got a 920. See if I can add a little bit more at the 85s possibly. Did not get that ad. Can we see a little dip down? Okay, so at this point, the bottom is a 182. I'm gonna go ahead and move my stop up there. There was indecision. I don't want to cross back over this indecision to try to come stop me out. I needed to stay up. 920 is my out. So sell that. So we got to stop in there. If it wants to flash down under this indecision, I'll just be out. Looking to add a little bit more. Looking for those 86s. Right up there to this little whatever that is. I'm gonna throw some shares out there just to see if I can get filled. Got filled on that one, 86. Got filled on that one, 86. So they're definitely selling lower, whoever this is, because they're selling to me. Threw another one out there for 86. Can I get the fill? Did not get that fill. Okay. There's 88. So we're getting a little small breakout, but this indecision has definitely got to be my out on this 183. For now. So 930 with a 182 out. Got my out right there. Looking for this thing to push up. On the hour chart, I mean, it is a lot of buying pressure. This was the area we had already marked on the hour chart that I was entering in. I don't know if I'm going to enter any more above this. I kind of want to let it play and see where it wants to go. But, you know, we'll see. See if it can get back over that 190 was the spot I was looking at. If it does get up a little bit, I'll go ahead and move my stop up. I'll probably, since this is a cheaper one, under $2, probably every 5 cents, I'll be putting in a stop. So if it rips over 190, I'll move my stop to 185. Rips over 195, 180. So every 5 cents. Right now I'm at 182 and it's at 188. Just looking, waiting, watching. There's 89. There's a little buy up. Okay, so can we get 190? I'll move my stop up to 185. There's 190. Can we see a 191?
Smiling face with smiling eyes.
If we see a 191, I'll go ahead and put this stop in on the tape. $190. There's 191 already canceling. Putting my stop in 5 cents below. So at the 185 now. If it wants to get to 195, cool. We'll move it up to 190. Only reason I'm doing it 5 cents because with a cheaper stock, sometimes these can have really nasty snapbacks. So I'm like, let me just keep it safe, you know, keep it friendly.
Are you on the ask anywhere in the 1.90s?
No. I'm looking for it to get back over and start holding that 190. That's what I'm looking for. Look over here on TOS. It has definitely tested this level of the 180, and I am 5 cents above this 180. So if it makes the decision to go back down that way, you know, I just be out. I could take some profit. I am up green right now, so I don't know what my average price is. I may actually have to reopen this thing to see my average price. I don't even know. Let me go look. Because right now it is not calculating. Calculating. My average price is quantity. It's not even saying it. I know I'm like a $50 or something like that. But yeah, this indecision is where I'm like, yo, you gotta hold that. Looking for some buyers to come in. We got 23 million shares traded. And ADTX all the way back down to $19, grinding down. So I'm wondering, hey, this one had the same news. Can we get a little bit of kind of like sentimental play here? Seeing the 89s up there on the ass. Can we get 90s? I don't want to see any more 80s. Let's get some 90s up there. I know I'm up. I might need to restart this so I can get this thing to calculate. I'm gonna restart the platform real quick so I can get this thing to calculate because I really don't like not knowing. Let's see. Back over 190, I'll go ahead and restart the platform and kind of see where it's going, but it needs to get over 190. Actually, I got the stop in. I'm not worried about that. I'm going to restart this real quick. In the time that I restarted this thing, it came down, didn't it? Wow. Came down in the time that I restarted it, bro. Well, 185 was definitely a spot. Came down here to the 184s. Stopped me out at that 185 level. So that was break even because I'm still slightly green on the day. But yeah, if it doesn't want to go, I'm looking for these things to go. It didn't want to go, so whatever. Kind of indecisive down here, and I don't like that. Especially on a Friday with only 11 cents up. 11% up. It's all good. I gave it a try. I was trying to get to 1,000 shares. Didn't really get there, but I knew I had a very low risk. So, I let it play. I gave it a try. But ADTX still coming down. NEPT still coming down. So, whatever. I'm going to go on with the rest of my day. Gave it a try. Low risk trade. And, at least I'm not, I'm like, if it breaks down this indecision, then I'll buy down here. No, I wanted it to hold this indecision in this gap that it had right here. Let me make sure y'all can see this. Yeah, it in the time that I literally went and shut down, restarted.
Good.
It was out. So could have at least gave me like gave me some more 190s, which is what I was looking for. But like I said, with these lower price stocks at the bottoms, you really do not want to have too big of a stop loss, especially with the reverse split news. Just give it a little bit, 5 cents. And then I moved it. So I guess on my first one, if I would have had it at 80 cents, it would have been a loss. But I didn't know my average price, so it's whatever. But yeah, at this point, I don't like it. I just don't like it now. It's coming back to 80 on the daily chart, so I'm about to go ahead and shut it down. Appreciate you guys for tuning in. I'm gonna try to look for something better next time, but I'd rather just take small risk and just, if it goes, it goes. If that thing wanted to get back up here and touch this 220 level, this trend, I would have been perfectly fine with that on those 900 shares. But there was a lot of things against me. One, it's down 14% since the open. So it's a negative number, red out here. And as a percent gainer, it is falling way behind NEPT, which has 131 million shares traded, and then ADTX with a huge range below volume. So that was my Friday trade. I'm about to get on to some more work. If y'all are going to continue trading, definitely keep your head on a swivel and keep your risk low. Be willing to, if you're trading something low, I would say definitely keep your stops tight, but it happens. Next week will be a new week. Still got plenty of money to trade with. And I'm also still going to be watching HE, which is Hawaiian. It's a utilities company in Hawaii. Basically, watching that one over the next couple of weeks, maybe even the next couple of months. It has the same type of catalyst or same type of thing happening there that happened in California with all of the fires with PCG. So I'm definitely going to be watching that. But anyway, as always, I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.